Okay, bro, so in this video I want to tell you how to get out of a rut, because I was in the same exact position, right? I was in the exact same position when I felt like a loser. I felt like I let down myself and others, and I was not really that disciplined. I was not confident. I was indulging in these negative, I had these negative thoughts that were just disgusting, and this feeling of shame and just boredom, sadness, depression, all that dumb stuff. Now let me tell you how I got out of it, right? What are some key few steps that helped me massively, and I hope you don't mind me as I put here my peanuts. Don't ask me why I put it in a cup, it's just way easier. But anyway, thing is, right, look, I'm about to share with you these principles, but your brain will tell you that, oh no, don't trust this guy, don't trust this guy, because it actually just wants to stay in comfort. So don't listen to it. That's the same part of your brain that got you to indulge in that pleasure and those bad habits that made you feel this regret and shame. So don't listen to it. Don't trust your brain right now. Alright? Just look, I got over the situation that you want to escape from. Please listen to me and implement these steps. They're simple, everybody can do it. Can do them, right? So, first step to get out of a rut. Give yourself daily some hard promises. Not impossible ones, but quite hard. And what do I mean by this is, why do this? Well, because you want to gain that self-respect and have something to work towards. Because if not, one, you'll get bored, and two, you'll just have shame, right? But when I found out that when I said that I will do something and actually went and did it, especially if it was harder, oh boy, my confidence skyrocketed. My confidence absolutely skyrocketed. So thing is, give yourself daily a couple of harder promises and make sure you note them down in the to-do list so that you don't forget about them, right? You go look at them for all the day and you work towards them, you complete them. That can be something hard, maybe some kind of hard exercise like running for I don't know how many kilometers no stop or whatever, or in total, or in terms of a work task. I can for me it can be, okay, script this video or learn from this podcast. Or actually that's easy, some hard stuff, some when you don't feel like doing it, whatever you don't feel like doing, but it's required of you, just go and do that. Give yourself that promise, because so that you increase that discipline, all right? And also set yourself some hard goals, and for example, for that you prepare for some months. For example, I have to run on 29th of September a mini marathon, 10.5 kilometers, and I prepare for it. Right, I have a couple months to prepare. Right now is 1 of August. I have been preparing for a while, and I'm running 2 times per week in this because I can run more, but obviously I also work out, so obviously I want to let my body rest. But the thing is, this is a massive thing that aligns my behavior to it and makes me more disciplined because I know, okay, I have that massive run. I got to literally train for it. I got to discipline myself with my food, with my runs. Okay, I got to run a couple of kilometers no stop, like 6 kilometers in one day, and one other day in the week I want to have a way bigger run. Try to run 10K, and I apparently can do it, or at least when the weather is good. I mean, the temperature is not too high. And yeah, I'm preparing for it. It takes discipline. It takes patience. But guess what? Guess what? The benefits of it are amazing, right? So first step to get out of a rut. And again, your brain might say, "Oh, don't try this because it will be too hard." Trust me, bro. If you don't implement this, you'll stay in that exact miserable place. To get out of a rut, you need to take action, and it will be uncomfortable. But are you willing to put effort in so that you actually improve your future, so that you improve yourself? If yes, well then this is how effort feels like. Go and take action on this. The number two is to actually have this accountability journal, which is this small notebook in which you put non-negotiables. I will put some kind of picture on the screen, right, for you to see. But basically, as you see on the screen, you have the non-negotiables, the daily good habits and also work tasks that you gotta put in there, that you gotta take each and every day. You don't negotiate with yourself with it. You literally have this plan. You gotta hit them each and every day. And there you go. You have the dates in the left side. You make the boxes. You put some lines. Take a ruler or a pencil and just make lines. Boom. There you go. There you have it. I mean, there you go. You have boxes for each and every day and non-negotiable, and you gotta force yourself to complete each and every one, and boom, you tick the box. When you do that repeatedly, more and more, guess what happens? Guess what happens? You create a new history, a history of wins instead of history of losses. Remember all the times that you wanted to do something and you said you would do something, but you just did not do it. Of course, you trust yourself less. Of course, you have way less self-confidence. You don't trust yourself. Now, this builds self-trust and the promises as well. Whatever you say you will do, that's a promise already. You gotta value your word, and you begin to have more trust, self-trust with this, and you see visual proof. I start getting wins. I start getting wins. This is massive. Look at all this, right? This is this page. And also we have all these. I don't know if you can see them exactly, but man, basically all wins. When you do this, bro, this will change your life. Alright? And by the way, don't mind me putting my peanuts here, but anyway, the point is, you gotta do all these to see a massive change. And your brain again will tell you, oh, don't listen to this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Let's just stay in, because it just wants you to stay in that comfortable state. But thing is, in that comfortable state, even though it feels disgusting, it feels alright enough so that you don't take action, so that you stay in that comfort zone. But guess what? That will not lead you into the place you want to be. So you choose, bro. Imagine if things stay like this for like 3 years. Do you want to stay in that exact same position, miserable place, and so on, or not? That's the thing. Got my peanuts. Awesome. Now, thing is, bro. Look. Next thing. If you want to become super productive, but just don't know how, if you just waste a bunch of time, well, guess what you do? Look at what you do. I had the exact same thing, right? It was a Saturday, I remember, and I woke up, I got to my desk, I opened my laptop, and I said, finally, I'm done with school for this week, at least the physical one, actually going, and I can now finally do work. Guess what happened? After a couple hours, I did not complete really anything productive. And I asked myself why. And an answer came to mind as I was talking with God. I was asking God, like, God, why did I waste so much time? I'm a disciplined individual, right? But the problem was not really discipline. The problem is that I didn't give myself something to work towards in that day. And it makes so much sense. Because if you don't give yourself something to work on, well, obviously you will end up wasting time and procrastinating, doing a bunch of dumb stuff. So thing is, here's the plan. At night, you prepare a list, maybe on your phone or something, or just telling to yourself into your mind, tasks to do for tomorrow, so that when tomorrow comes, you actually have work to do. And guess another amazing thing you gotta do: complete a bunch of work, or maybe even all of it, or most of it, in the morning, because it's way harder later in the day to be disciplined. You have so many more distractions, your brain is more fatigued, and so on. But when you complete that massive chunk of work in the morning, well, guess what? Boom, now you're free. Even this entrepreneur, Andy Frisella, who is a billionaire, bro. He's a billionaire, right? This guy, Andy Frisella. And he has a podcast. You can look it up. He said, and he's a billionaire, right? He said, just get your 5 most important tasks for the day done in the first I don't know how many hours, and the rest of the day you're just free. If you want to you can work more. And I love to work, learn, and so on. Well, work on the videos, work on other topics, and plan things, learn, and so on. The thing is, though, look, get your work done in the morning. And also schedule, make a schedule in Google Calendar, right? Okay, this time I work on this thing. At that time I do this. At that time I go to the gym, I work out. At that time I go on a run, on a walk, and so on. At this time I eat. At that time I eat, and so on. Now, thing is, you plan those things at night, what you're going to do the next day. And now you don't need to wonder and to waste time, okay, what should I do or whatever. You now have a strict plan. You wake up, okay, this time you work on this thing. For example, today I woke up, I focused I looked at my script of this video. I looked if I could improve something, and then I went to my course and I made the text a bit more brief, a bit more concise, and made the overall aspect of it way better. And also, I'm filming this video right now, for example, right? I'm doing all this work, and it's, well, I woke up at around 6:30, and now is 8 something, maybe not, maybe all close to 9, I'm not sure. Yeah, cool. And I already meditated so that I don't forget later or something. Yeah, I'm doing all this work, and it's in the morning, and guess what? Of course, obviously I keep on learning and stuff later in the day, of course, from guys, from different mentors of mine like Charlie Morgan, William Brown, maybe some other guys from the school platform, and so on. The thing is, I do all this stuff and it's still like 9, not even 9 perhaps a.m. and I woke up at 6:30 I mean. I'm doing this work in the morning, and guess what? I planned quite some of this stuff at night, right? Like the last day. So, thing is, when I woke up, I got pretty much straight into it after I went to the bathroom quickly, you get the point. It's now also I'm filming this video. So thing is, bro, these are massive steps to get out of the rut. This is exactly what you do. Let me think of, if I'm correct, there was one more step. Let me try to, oh yeah, identity. You gotta improve your standards, right? As Charlie Morgan said, we don't just try to achieve goals, we want to become the person that can achieve them. Because if you were the person that could achieve them, you would have achieved them already, if I said that correctly. Point is, you gotta improve your standards, you gotta become the kind of person that can do it. How do you do that? The way I improved my identity, my self-image, my standards, to actually become more disciplined, more productive, is by constantly telling myself, it sounds silly, but just affirmations, the same ones, daily. Why? Maybe just change the word affirmations because it might have a negative belief in your mind, but they actually work. I mean, think about it. Think about what actually happens in the brain when you say that. When you say daily that you are disciplined, that okay, I'm a disciplined individual. I'm someone who is disciplined. I'm disciplined. I'm productive. I'm disciplined with every task and decision I got to do in my day, with my diet, with my work task, and so on. Think about what happens actually. What happens is that the more you say something, the more you reinforce that belief. The more you say that you're disciplined, the more you go towards that direction, let's say. The more you become that person, the more you get that belief. Think about the analogy I gave with the laptop, right? Let's say you have a laptop with bad components. Basically identity, right? If you have a bad identity, bad self-image, bad standards, well, bad beliefs and so on, well, obviously you will perform not that good like that laptop. But if you get a new laptop that has amazing components, right? Well, obviously it will perform way better. The same with your identity. If you get new beliefs and new standards, you raise them. Well, guess what? You have now a new higher standard. Once you've been exposed, you cannot be unexposed, as Wes Watson says. So thing is, once you level up to that standard, you won't want to go back. And the thing is, the same is with the promises and the accountability journal as well. Look at all these wins, right? Look at all these wins, and also the promises. You gotta keep each and every one. Whatever you say you will do, go and do it. Literally, be more careful with what you say. Whatever you say you will do, go and do it. Your confidence will skyrocket, and within some days of doing this and that and all these, you'll get a massive level of exposure, and your standards will massively increase, and you will forever want to be there and above. You won't ever want to go back to that miserable, sad place. Because think about it. Once you get that level of exposure, you get higher self-respect, more confidence, you become productive, disciplined, organized, and so on. That's exactly what happened to me. I've been doing these things for months, bro. So please, please make sure that you actually implement this. Look, this video is done with you. I cannot do it for you, right? I make this video, this is my part. Now please, please, please do your part and start implementing this stuff. So again, start keeping your promises to yourself and others. Whatever you say you will do, go and do it, and give yourself harder promises. Even today, like literally right after this video, stop it and think about this. Your brain will forget otherwise. You might say, oh, I can just do it later. Don't be like that fat guy who says that he will start on Monday or tomorrow or on New Year's, because he's just not. We know it's just not gonna happen, and it won't last. So please do it right after. The key here in many things is to become exponentially better is to take action right away. So please, bro, take action on this, and yeah, start keeping your promises. Make the schedule. Plan things at night, what you're gonna do the day after. Have the accountability journal, and improve your identity through these things. And also with identity, say to yourself, okay, I'm no longer someone who does this bad habit, like whatever bad habit you do. Even James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, if you read it, he has examples of people who used to smoke or to drink, I think, but just said, okay, I'm no longer a smoker. And guess what? They just quit that bad habit instantly, compared to the many people that tried but failed. Why? Because he started to view himself as someone who no longer does that bad habit. And guess what happens then? The chain breaks, and now you're free from that bad habit. Don't pay attention to it. Don't count the days. Don't whatever. Just stay away from it. Don't pay attention to it. Just focus on your life. Have massive goals. And that's another reason why I gave you that task to focus on A or some more goals that are kind of you need time to prepare for and to work on, so that they are way more meaningful to you, and you obviously eventually break from the bad habit because they're way more meaningful to you, and the bad habit is just the opposite direction. You just stop that because you want the goal. And these are the techniques that I've been using for months to massively improve my discipline, my productivity, my confidence, my consistency. It's massive. You just gotta implement this. And if you want more help, you can I also do free coaching now for some time. If you want to, first link in the description. Have book a coaching call with me on Calendly. You'll see the link in Gmail, and let's have it's free, literally, but it's still massive value. So I don't know for how much time I will have it free, but just click there and let's have a coaching call. Let me teach you my blueprint that is even more in detail, even more in depth. Also, join our Discord server with more guys on self-development, and watch more videos on the channel if you want more content like this. Remember, we're limitless because we never peak if you so choose to. And I'll see you, hopefully, in the next one. Peace.